As Simon said, I'm Sue and I look after the admin and the paperwork for the wedding. I have been a member of All Saints for the last 20 years and a member of the Anglican Church for probably most of my adult life. I'm married to Brian, who did the teas, and we have been married for 35 years. For both of us, it was our second marriage. My husband died when my kids were quite small, and Brian's wife left him with 3 boys. So between us, we have 5 grown-up children and only 4 grandchildren, which is very sad. When we married, unfortunately, we had to be married in a registry office because in 1974, the Anglican Church didn't allow divorcees to remarry in church. We could have had a blessing afterwards, but for personal reasons we decided then not to go ahead with it. But when perhaps we get to 40 years, which won't be that long, we'll get Simon to do a blessing for us. So we put 5 children together, ranging from 4 to 13. And I have to say, it was not an easy ride. My husband travelled a lot and he was away a third of the year, and I had a full-time job. So juggling 5 children, schools, homework, meals together was not the easiest, but it's something, if you work at, I could thoroughly recommend. At the time I thought, at best I'm their friend, at the worst I'm the housekeeper. Now the 3 boys, I can say honestly, are my best friends. I can talk to them openly about anything, and they share a lot with me. I think that it's good in a marriage that you both have your own interests. I mean, apart from having all the children, I still manage to play badminton once a week, and the family all sailed. So when I married, had to either join them or go off on my own, so I decided to join them. I have to say, I've never been a very good sailor, and they're all much better at it than I am. As they grew up, 2 of them went off and lived with their mother for a time, which I didn't find easy, but I had to remember she was their mother and she loved them, and she did look after them very well. And in time, we became quite good friends. But as I say, that is not for all of you. Most of you, I suspect, have been living together for a while. I know my family, they all joined up, most of them before they got married, so you know a fair amount about each other. But there are bad times or hard times, as Simon said, and that's when you really have to work hard at your marriage. I mean, there were times when our marriage got into quite difficulties, and we both had to work at it very hard. But you do come out stronger at the end of the day. And as I say, after 35 years, we're still together. Brian is my best friend, and we share most things. I mean, we both have our interests. Brian is a governor at the local school, and he is chair of finance here. And I look after the weddings here, and I do a bit of pastoral work in the parish. So there is always a lot to talk about, and I think, you do need to keep your own interests and your own identity. It's not always easy, and not when you've got small children, but I think with creches and good friends, you can now manage to, keep your own identity, have your hobbies, have your interests, because it does strengthen a marriage. I think if, you have an outside things to focus on as well, you'll become a bit introverted. But as I say, I can thoroughly recommend marriage. As I say, it isn't all a bed of roses, but you work through it together, and at the end of it, you come out much stronger. And I wish you all well, and hope to see you all before you get married. And afterwards, it would be good to see you.